as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
On 2nd down, Swift.
Let's go. Hey,
he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Fell asleep. Phil probably want to go eat. Phil probably want to go get some ass. No, we supposed to have
following the touchdown,
today,
ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Shit,
and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, shit. Yeah, me too. Could find a fucking bush, bro.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Pascal. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, you got to set a bridge, man.
Check 13. Check 13. Slam, slam,
Bridgewater on first down.
All right, I played
To
both
escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Check 24, check 24.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 3, check 3.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. A good throw here, finding Pascal. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Complete. Smith has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me. Check.
And again this time to the tailback. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5. All he had to do was block.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Three down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Quick the edge. Switch. Check.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Parker, the intended target. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater. It's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He gets it to James White. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Ball is so hard you can pay your bitch.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Not at all.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, Vic.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right, and he fires one incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he comes back with one complete. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He's coming. Double up. Double
They'll run on 1st down. Swift there to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On second down, Swift,
get up
a
in that
short
hole,
gain here,
man.
maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Oh, Lord. They would slow this shit down. So,
and he missed it.
no, this shit ain't
It's
moving
no good.
slow.
And this score will stay right where it is.
Wow.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously
Yeah,
hate
bro.
to leave 3 out on the
Slow
field.
that shit
Especially in a
move?
game like this when you know
This shit
points are hard to
mad.
come
Oh,
by.
man, that
That
shit
was
feel
one of their
like
best
all pro right
opportunities
now,
so
bro.
far. And they
I
come
swear
away
this
with
shit
nothing.
do that, like, to fuck with a nigga, bro. Like, that shit, man. That's good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
They gotta let me switch that play, bro.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
All day, baby. All day. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like my defense. That shit just got out of hand on the nigga last week, dog. They let that nigga get everything, bro. Like, everything. You name it, he got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
14, Patriots 10.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Mike 45. Check. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Joshua Perkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
somewhere
something
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He completes this to Sutton. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball's in. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We don't be respecting shit like that, bro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Why would this man? How is that even possible? And that shit ain't even. Should be disrespectful, bro.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Wow, well, I didn't press nothing. Well, what the fuck just happened, boy?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl.
As soon as I made that cut, I pressed 12, bro.
45.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt.